Bright hospital lights. Cold white walls. A little boy, Leo, is being rushed on a stretcher. His small chest is not moving right. He is gasping. A mask is on his face. Sophie, his rich mother, is screaming. Her expensive dress is shining under the hospital lights. Sophie shouts. Mia. This is your fault. You useless girl. You nearly killed my son. Mia, the poor babysitter, stands frozen. Her hands are shaking. Her eyes are full of tears. She whispers. I tried to warn you, ma'am. Daniel, the rich father, points a finger at her. After tonight, you will never work in this city again. Do you understand? The hospital doors slam shut as Leo is taken inside. Red light above the emergency room turns on. Mia presses her hand against her mouth. She feels like she cannot breathe. If you were in her place, what would you do? Stay silent? Or speak the truth that could destroy this rich couple's pride? The story goes back to a few hours earlier. Late evening. Big glass mansion glowing with warm lights. Cars parked outside. Soft music playing inside. Mia stands at the huge front door. Her clothes are simple. Worn but clean jeans. A plain blue shirt. She holds a small old bag and a folder. She rings the bell. Her heart beats fast. She whispers to herself. Please God, let me get this job. I need money for mom's medicine. The door opens. Sophie stands there. Perfect hair. Perfect makeup. Diamond earrings. She looks Mia from head to toe. Slowly. Sophie raises an eyebrow. You are the babysitter? Mia gives a small nervous smile. Yes, ma'am. I'm Mia. We spoke on the phone. Daniel walks up behind Sophie. He wears a black suit. Rolex watch. He looks busy and annoyed. Daniel says. Sophie, guests will be here in 10 minutes. Just hire someone. Anyone. Sophie folds her arms. Well, we definitely hired anyone tonight, she says with a smirk. Mia hears it. Her cheeks burn. But she stays quiet. She holds out the folder. These are my references. And I also brought Leo's allergy plan. I read his file you emailed. He has a strong peanut allergy, right, sir? Daniel barely looks at her. Yeah. Just keep him alive. That's your job. Inside the house, the dining table is full of food. Fancy dishes. Desserts. In the middle, a big bowl of peanuts and chocolate snacks. Mia sees it. Her eyes widen. She speaks softly. Mr. Daniel. Mrs. Sophie. I think these snacks are dangerous for Leo. The doctor's note says he cannot be near peanuts. Maybe we should move them. Sophie laughs. You're just a babysitter. Not a doctor. Daniel throws his car keys on the table and takes a peanut snack. My son is not made of glass. He will be fine. Mia bites her lip. No, sir, please. The doctor wrote, strictly no peanuts. If he eats even a little, he can't breathe. Sophie rolls her eyes. Why are poor people always so dramatic? She looks at Mia's cheap shoes and whispers to Daniel, loud enough for Mia to hear. She probably only knows government hospitals. She thinks everything is an emergency. Daniel smirks. Listen, he says, stepping closer to Mia. You were hired to watch Leo, not to tell us how to live. Stay in your place. Mia looks down. Her fingers crush the corner of the folder. I'm sorry, sir. I only care for Leo's safety. Sophie snaps. Then do your job quietly. We don't want you to embarrass us in front of our guests. Just keep him in the playroom. Away from adults. Guests start arriving. Laughs. Music. The smell of rich perfume. Mia goes upstairs with Leo. Leo is 6. Big curious eyes. Holding a toy car. Hi, Leo. Mia smiles softly. I'm Mia. I'll stay with you tonight. Leo smiles back. You're nicer than my last babysitter. She always shouted. Mia's heart melts a little. She kneels to his eye level. I promise I will not shout. But I might tell you no if something is dangerous. Is that okay? Leo nods. Okay. They play in the room. Mia checks his inhaler. She keeps his emergency medicine in her pocket. She looks at the time. She thinks about her sick mom at home. Downstairs, the party gets louder. Mia hears Sophie bragging. Our Leo only eats imported chocolate. We never feed him cheap snacks. People laugh. Time passes. Leo gets bored. Mia, I want to see mommy's dress, he says. He runs to the stairs before she can stop him. Leo, wait. Mia follows. Downstairs, the guests are near the food table. The peanut snacks are still there. Leo slips through the crowd. Sophie is busy laughing with her rich friends. Daniel is showing someone his new car pictures on his phone. Mia pushes through the guests. Leo, come back. Stay with me, please. But she is a second too late. Leo's small hand reaches the bowl. He grabs a handful of peanut chocolates. He pops one into his mouth. Mia's heart drops. Leo, no. Spit it out. She cries, running forward. Sophie turns and sees Mia grabbing Leo's hand. She shouts, "What are you doing? Don't touch my son like that." All eyes turn to them. Leo coughs. At first it seems small. Then his face starts turning red. He touches his throat. Mommy. I can't breathe. Mia goes pale. The peanuts. He ate the peanuts. Daniel's face changes. Party music now sounds far away. He stares at his son's swelling lips. Leo falls to his knees. His breathing gets heavy. Mia screams. His inhaler. Now. She pulls the inhaler from her pocket with shaking hands. Guests stand frozen. Someone drops a glass. The scene turns to chaos. And then, Leo's chest stops rising properly. His small body becomes limp in Mia's arms. Will Leo survive? Who will be blamed for this? Call an ambulance. Now. Someone shouts. Daniel's hands shake so much he drops his phone. Another guest calls instead. Mia tries to give Leo his inhaler. Come on, Leo, breathe please. But his reaction is too strong. He is barely responding. Sophie screams. What did you do to my child? Mia's eyes fill with tears. I told you about the peanuts. I begged you to remove them. Sophie slaps Mia's hand away from Leo. Don't you dare blame us. You were with him. You were supposed to watch him every second. Mia's voice cracks. I turned for just one moment. I'm so sorry. Daniel's face is red with anger and fear. If anything happens to my son, I swear I will destroy your life, he growls. The sound of sirens fills the air. Blue and red lights flash outside the mansion. Paramedics rush in. They check Leo. Severe allergic reaction, one says. We need to move now. They put Leo on a stretcher. A mask on his face. They push him out quickly. Sophie follows, crying. Leo, baby, mommy is here. Please wake up. Daniel storms out too. Before Mia can follow, he turns to her and points at the door. You stay away from my son. You've done enough. Mia stares at the ambulance as it drives away. Her legs feel weak. Tears roll down her cheeks. A soft voice behind her says, Should I call you a taxi, miss? It's one of the house staff. Mia shakes her head. She wipes her eyes with the back of her hand. No. I will go to the hospital. I have to know if Leo is okay. She runs out into the night. She has no car. No money for Uber. She takes the first bus, then runs the rest of the way on tired feet. Her lungs burn. But her heart burns more. At the hospital, everything is bright and cold. Nurses move quickly. Machines beep. Mia reaches the emergency area. She sees Daniel and Sophie in the corridor. Sophie's makeup is ruined from crying. Daniel's hair is messy. He is pacing. Mia walks slowly toward them. Sir, ma'am, how is Leo? She asks softly. Sophie turns on her like fire. You, she screams. She steps closer. You cheap, useless girl. Because of you, my son is fighting for his life. Other people in the waiting area look. Mia's face burns with shame. Daniel adds. If anything happens. He can't finish the sentence. He points a shaking finger at her. You will go to jail. I will make sure of it. Mia swallows hard. Tears spill over again. I love Leo, she whispers. I would never hurt him. I begged you to remove the peanuts. Sophie laughs with no humor. Oh, so now you're blaming us? Rich people always wrong, poor people always right? Is that your line? Mia looks at the floor. She feels small. But inside, something hurts. Not just from their words. From the unfairness. A nurse calls. Family of Leo Carter? Daniel and Sophie rush forward. Mia stands back. A doctor steps out. He is in his 30s. Kind eyes. Tired face. His badge says, Dr. Ethan James. He is stable for now, the doctor says. But it was very close. Another few minutes, and we would be talking about something else. Sophie breaks down. Can I see him? In a few minutes, Dr. Ethan says. But first, I need to ask some questions. Who gave him peanuts? Did anyone ignore his allergy plan? There is a long silence. Daniel and Sophie glance at each other. They stay quiet. Mia steps forward, voice shaking. Doctor, may I speak? Sophie snaps. No one asked you anything. Dr. Ethan holds up a hand. Let her talk, he says calmly. Mia clutches her folder. I am his babysitter. Tonight was my first night. Before the guests came, I saw a big bowl of peanut snacks. I told Mr. Daniel and Mrs. Sophie that peanuts are dangerous for Leo. I begged them to remove the bowl. Dr. Ethan watches her carefully. And what happened? They laughed, Mia whispers. They said I'm just a babysitter. They told me to stay in my place. Sophie explodes. She's lying. Daniel adds quickly. She's trying to save herself. She was careless. She let him run around. Mia's hands shake. Her eyes flood. I made a mistake. I turned away for a moment. But I did warn you about the peanuts. I even texted, sir. The doctor turns to Daniel. Is that true? Did she text you? Daniel hesitates. His jaw tightens. He looks away. Dr. Ethan says firmly. Show me your phone, please. Everyone in the waiting area is watching now. Daniel slowly takes out his phone. Hands it to the doctor. Dr. Ethan scrolls. His eyes narrow. There it is. A message from Mia, sent hours earlier. Sir, please make sure no peanuts at the party. Leo's allergy is very serious. It can be life-threatening. I care about his safety. Dr. Ethan looks up. His voice is cold now. You ignored this? He asks. Sophie's mouth opens and closes. I didn't see it. Mia whispers. I told you in person too. Daniel's face loses color. He remembers his own words. Stay in your place. Stop being dramatic. Dr. Ethan takes a slow breath. He looks at the rich couple, then at Mia. With all respect, he says. Your babysitter might have just saved your son's life. She knew his allergy. She had his inhaler ready. Her warnings, even if you ignored them, helped us treat him faster. If she had not acted, he might not be breathing right now. Daniel and Sophie stand silent. Shocked. The doctor turns to Mia. You did well, he says gently. You did everything you could. Mia's lips tremble. Tears fall from her eyes. Thank you, doctor. Dr. Ethan looks back at the parents. Then he says something that hits like a hammer. The real question is not what this girl did. The real question is what you did. Chapter 2 ends here. Who is truly guilty? And what will this rich couple do now that the truth is standing in front of them? The hallway is quiet. You could hear a pin drop. Sophie's hand goes to her mouth. Her eyes fill with tears again. But this time, they are not only from fear. They are from shame. Daniel's shoulders drop. He looks older suddenly. His rich, powerful image feels small in this cold hospital corridor. Dr. Ethan continues. Your son almost died because of careless choices. Not because of poverty. Not because of this babysitter. Because of pride. He hands Daniel back his phone. The message from Mia glows on the screen, like a bright truth they can't escape. If you have any complaints about her, Dr. Ethan adds, file them after you look in the mirror first. Then he walks away to check on Leo. Sophie turns slowly toward Mia. Her eyes are red. Her voice is small. You really texted us? She asks. Hours before? Mia nods, wiping her tears. Yes, ma'am. I even read the doctor's note twice. I know how it feels to almost lose someone. My younger brother died because the adults didn't listen. Her voice breaks. Since then I always double-check. Daniel's throat tightens. He sees her now. Not as a cheap babysitter. But as a human being. With pain. With responsibility. If you were in her place, the voiceover asks the viewer. How would you feel right now? After all the insults? Sophie's legs weaken. She sits on a chair. She whispers. I called you useless. I shouted at you. In front of everyone. Mia looks down. She remembers every word. Every laugh. Every eye on her. Daniel speaks. We treated you badly. I'm sorry. The words feel heavy in his mouth. He is not used to saying sorry to people like her. But tonight, money did not save his son. Pride did not save his son. A poor girl with a kind heart did. Sophie reaches out and grabs Mia's hand. Her own hand is shaking. Please don't hate us, Sophie says quietly. If Leo wakes up and you're not there, he will be scared. He likes you. He told me earlier you were nice. Mia's heart softens. She thinks of Leo's little smile. His small hand holding his toy car. I don't hate you, ma'am, she replies. I just wish you had listened. Not to me. To the doctor. To the allergy plan. After some time, a nurse comes out. You can see him now. Only 2 people at a time. Daniel looks at Mia. His voice is unsure. Will you come with us? He might feel safer if you are there. Mia is surprised. She nods slowly. They walk into the room. Leo lies on the bed. Tiny. Pale. A mask by his side now. Machines beep softly. Leo opens his eyes a little. Mom. Dad, he whispers. Sophie rushes to him. My baby. I'm so sorry. Leo looks past her. Mia. Mia steps closer, tears in her eyes. I'm here, Leo. He holds out his small hand. She takes it gently. You saved me? He asks weakly. Mia smiles and shakes her head. Doctor saved you. I only shouted a lot. Leo gives a tiny laugh. It breaks the tension in the room. Daniel watches them. He feels a weight in his chest. Later, when Leo sleeps again, Daniel and Sophie ask Mia to step outside the room with them. In the hallway, Daniel takes a deep breath. Mia, he says, we owe you more than an apology. You protected our son with more care than we did. Sophie nods. Her eyes are serious now. We judged you by your clothes. By your status. By where you probably live, she says. We called you dramatic. We insulted you. And still you stayed. You ran to the hospital. You didn't leave us. Why? Mia looks at them. Her answer is simple. Because Leo is innocent, she says. He didn't insult me. He didn't ignore me. He just needed help. Daniel looks away for a moment. He wipes his eyes quickly. He doesn't want people to see him cry. What do you do besides babysitting? He asks. Mia answers. I was studying nursing. I had to stop when my mom got sick and we couldn't pay fees. So now I babysit. Clean. Do any job I can. Sophie and Daniel look at each other. They know what they must do. Daniel clears his throat. Mia, if you allow us, we want to pay for your studies. All of it. Nursing school. Exams. Books. Everything. Mia's eyes widen. What? No, sir, that's too much. I can't. Sophie interrupts gently. Please. Let us do this. It will not pay back what we did. But it is a start. Mia's eyes fill with tears again. But this time, they are different. Not only from pain, but from hope. She nods slowly. Okay, she whispers. Thank you. But there is one more thing. Daniel straightens. Anything. Mia looks him in the eye. Treat your staff with respect. Not just me. Everyone. The cleaners. The drivers. The maids. They are humans too. There is a long pause. Daniel lowers his head. I promise, he says softly. We will change. Sophie adds. And when you become a nurse someday, I hope you will still come visit Leo. Not as his babysitter. As our friend. Mia smiles for the first time that night. I would like that, she says. The camera moves back in your mind. You see the rich couple standing in a plain hospital hallway. No fancy lights. No music. Just truth. Their money could not stop karma. But their hearts could still choose to change. Ending message. Money can buy big houses and fancy parties. But it cannot buy a pure heart. Never insult someone just because they are poor or work for you. One day, the same small person you look down on might be the one standing between your life and your greatest loss.